In this video, I'm going to show you how you can save 20% off your monthly bills, whether it's gas and electric. So you've got to do one for them and one for the gas. If you have a smart meter, then forget it, because you've been committed to them knowing exactly how much you use when you're on holiday, and they probably will tell you what you're actually using, whether it's a TV or a tumble dryer, by the speed of your meter zipping along and passing all of that information to them, which may be shared. I don't think it is, but it could be. Any information is sellable. So let's watch the video and take care. Those of you who pay in advance, known as prepay, there is no help for you at all, because the government, doesn't matter which one, they will not put you back, and you will have to pay a higher price for each kilowatt of gas and each kilowatt of electricity. Let me give you an example. If you're on the prepay meter and it's January the 1st, and you're paying, for example, for gas 5 pence a kilowatt, they decide on the 4th of January they're going to put it up to 8 pence per kilowatt. But by the time your meter has been recalibrated, it could be the 1st of February. So while you think you've been putting in £10 a week, technically you've been underpaying. And when your meter gets changed, they will backdate it to whenever they want to, which is going to be at least a month or more, at the higher price. Is that fair? No, it's an offer. Everything is an offer. So if you're stuck on a prepaid meter, I sympathise for you, because I have written to the Ombudsman and other people, and I've had a chat with people quite high up on the ladder. Nobody's interested. They don't want you to have the same tariff or even cheaper. I suggested, why don't you get 10% off for prepaying, which would be a good discount and it wouldn't hurt so bad. And most of the people who are on prepay are the more vulnerable and the less rich customers. So why are you charging them more? Well, the answer comes back is because we can. And whether it's a Conservative government or a Labour government, your fuel supplier has come up with a brilliant scheme to make even more money. So I do sympathise with you, and there's nothing I can do, and there's nobody else who's interested or cares. So let's watch the video on how to save 20% each month throughout the winter. And I give you a couple of hints and tips on which is the most energy inefficient appliance that's electrical in your house. More to the point, in the kitchen. So let's begin. So here's an example of how the equation works. In October, the meter reading was 3869, and in November, 3912. We need to deduct those two figures, and the answer would be 43 cubic meters. So now, instead of 43, we actually submit 34 less. So the equation is we add 34 to the original October figures, because that's the amount and that's 20% less. So now we have a new figure to submit, which is 3903. So we've saved 7 kilowatts in this example, but you will save a lot more. And the price per kilowatt is forever going up. So here's my new diary for next year, and it's only a couple of pounds if I take it away from here, and it gives me a week's planner. So I can see here to write in the gas and electric figures and any other appointments I happen to have.
The largest use of electricity in the home is in fact in the kitchen. And believe it or not, it's our very favourite electric kettle. It's over 3 kilowatts per hour, 3,000 watts. It's a huge guzzler.
Instead of just pouring just any amount of water into the kettle, especially a lot, just pour it into the mug. Whether it's 1 mug or 2 mugs, whatever you're using, and then just pour that into the kettle. And now we know we've got the exact amount. So let's see how long it's going to take us before it switches off. But at least now we know we've got exactly the right amount of water and no wastage. 40 seconds. That's how long it took to make a cup of hot water for our tea or coffee, etc. Or obviously it's going to be a little bit longer if we put 2 mugs in. But this is the best and the cheapest way, because you have to remember these electric kettles are 3,000 watts per hour, 3 kilowatts, which is twice the amount your oven could be, or even the wash machine, or even the tumble dryer. So remember, if you want to save money on the kettle, use just the amount that we need.
Another thing to do is just use a small saucepan to put 1 or 2 cups of hot drink that you require. So thanks for watching and take care.